Aloha Leo, and welcome to your June 2026 tarot reading. We're going to dive right in, but before we do, if you want to get a personal reading with me, you can always find me at themagicsiren.com. We have a fresh promo code for this month. It is down below, as well as our Patreon if you would like to join us over there. Now that I said that, let's get into your reading for the month of June 2026. We're going to start with the overall theme or vibe for the month. We'll move into any potential obstacles or challenges. Then we'll see how we can overcome them. And then we'll shuffle for any extra messages that universe and spirit have for you this month. We're going to start with a love oracle and a general oracle to kick off the overall theme and vibe. So let's go ahead and see what's happening in terms of emotions, relationships, and love for all of you Leos this June 2026. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. We're asking universe and spirit for any messages in love, relationships, and emotional fulfillment for Leo. This one wanted to fall, so look, we're going to take it. We have playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You know what's interesting? All of you fire signs are getting similar energies for the overall theme and vibe when it comes to love. Having a good time, allowing your heart to be passionate, stopping to smell the roses, being playful, and not taking anything too serious this month. I think you've done really good for the entire year so far, from January until now, to set your foundation so that way you can have a summer that is just like fun, loving summer. That's what it kind of gives. This playfulness card is one of my favorites. It's up there with that passion card as well, where we're just having a good time. We are not allowing bad vibes to touch us. Anyone that comes in that's being too serious or being a Debbie Downer, we're telling them to find the door, get out of here, because I'm not spending any time on anything that is not happy, that's not playful. Again, we don't want to go too far on one end than the other, but having this playfulness energy is just fun. Also, too, this playfulness energy kind of gives that vibe of like being the main character in a romantic comedy film, right? So be the main character of your own rom-com this June 2026. Let's go ahead and see what the general oracles have to add to this. I'm kind of curious to see what comes out. We have crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. You know, not everyone uses crystals, but I do want to say, if you don't have any crystals in your own little collection of maybe spiritual or witchy fun little things, this is a good month to get yourself your first crystal ever. A good crystal to start out with can always be an amethyst, a rose quartz, or a clear quartz. Or if you're like me, I love citrine. Citrine is a really good sort of beginner crystal as well. Let me know in the comments if you guys want a little bit of a deep dive into crystals. I can maybe start adding those into our weekly podcast episodes as well. But this is a good month for all of you Leos to tap into the energy of crystals. Now, some of you Leos already use crystals. Let me know what your favorite crystal is in the comments below. And this is a good month to really up that game. Start pulling out the crystals for all the full moons, the new moons. Anytime you feel the need that you need to call in some abundance, we're grabbing the citrine. Anytime energy feels a little bit stuck, we're grabbing the smoky quartz or the black tourmalines, all that good stuff, okay? The crystal energy is really nice and I like it. Let's go ahead and move into some tarot cards, okay? I'm curious to see what tarot has to add for the overall theme and vibe for the month. So far, we have this energy of just being playful, having a good time. That crystals card as well can also just represent spending time in nature. So for those of you Leos that like to be outside, you know, cabin fever can be real during the winter and spring months. We're finally getting into this summer energy. Actually, summer is when your season is going to be up. So have a good time this June. Set the tone for the summer season. And let's see what we have. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Discs. We're not moving fast this month. This is a month for nice, slow moving, slow growing. We're planting seeds and manifestations that we're not expecting to come in quickly. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the tarot deck. He comes in like this, very, very slow. And sometimes you're over here like, hey, what's going on? Are you even moving? But this is supposed to tell you that slow and steady will win the race this month for you. Any sort of seeds that you're planting, plant them with intention and then trust the process. When you plant a seed in real life, if you're planting a seed for a plant, right? You don't dig it up every day to see if the seed cracked open and started growing roots. You just trust that if you water it and you give it sunlight, maybe fertilize the soil, that it's going to grow. And it's going to grow strong and luscious and bear fruit and flowers and all the good stuff. That is essentially what this Knight of Pentacles is telling you for the month of June, Leo. All the manifestations, the seeds, the opportunities that you are planting for yourself, Plant them, trust that they're going to grow, and know that slow and steady is going to win the race for you this month. If anything, plant the seeds and go outside and have a good time. Go have fun. Put all your worries on the back burner. Plant the seeds and keep it moving, because this Knight of Pentacles, yes, he moves slow, but he's very steady, and the seeds that he plants along the way, they grow into very solid trees that last for the long term. Let's go ahead and see any potential obstacle or challenge for this month. So far, the month feels really nice. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to come out for any obstacle or challenge that you might face for the month of June. Let's see what's going on here. We have the Page of Cups in reversal, just connecting with your authentic self. I think for some of you Leos, maybe this feels like a big cycle completion. Like maybe we're completing a chapter or a cycle in our life that could be a couple years long at this point. The Page of Cups in the upright is kind of like our card of personality. This is the card of creative expression. So it's making sure that like the clothes that we're wearing, they express who we are, right? Our favorite colors, are they still our favorite colors? The hobbies that we have, are those hobbies things that actually spark our interest right now? The way that we creatively express ourselves to the world, is that in alignment with who we truly are? And sometimes we need to take a moment and say, I'm not the same Leo that I was at the beginning of this chapter a year ago, or a month ago, or 5 years ago. Who am I now, and what Leo do I want to show the world, right? That's going to be the energy or the obstacle for this month. It's the challenge for the month. Allowing yourself to connect with that authentic version of you, who you are now, and what that looks like in a sort of creative, expressive way, whether it is through fashion, whether it is through physical art like painting or sculpting, maybe it's through creating music, or even through writing poetry or sharing yourself on social media, whatever that looks like in a creative, expressive way. Just make sure that's in alignment with who you are now, because you are a different person. You've gone through a lot, and it feels like there's been a couple of chapters or seasons that have come to a completion recently for you, and that feels nice. Let's go ahead and see how we're going to overcome the challenge or obstacle. I know that we kind of talked about it, but let's see what tarot has to add to the conversation. We have the Page of Wands, just getting excited for what's to come. I do like that you have 2 page cards coming out. The page cards really represent this energy of curiosity, as well as like this innocence. It's this energy of wanting to explore and allowing our curiosity to kind of take over a little bit. And so when we talk about that Page of Cups, it was like curiosity of who we are and how we express ourselves in a creative way. That's the challenge or obstacle, right? Allowing ourselves to do that. And to overcome that challenge or obstacle is getting curious about what's to come. It's the excitement after all of this. You're probably seeing this video and there's this energy that's like, okay, I'm actually kind of excited for all of this playful energy that we're talking about. I'm really happy to hear that the seeds that I'm planting this month are going to grow. I'm excited to learn about what is the creative expression that I'm being called into for this month of June. Allow yourself to get excited. Allow yourself to go into your natural fire element. The wand suit is fire. It is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Naturally get into that energy of fire. That fire element is about passion, confidence, excitement, playfulness, things that light you up inside. I want you to get curious about them, and I want you to ride that wave of excitement for this summer season. Let's go ahead and see any extra messages that universe and spirit have for you this month. This is a really nice month. You know, I was just telling Aries, like, you're the first month that I'm shuffling, the first sign that I'm shuffling for the month of June. You're the second sign that I'm shuffling for the month of June. And we have 2 really good readings back to back. So I love the energy. Hopefully everybody has a really good month. Your month just seems like it's going to be so much fun, and you're not really holding space for anything that's not fun in your life. So I love that. Let's go ahead and see what we have. We have Ace of Discs. This is the Ace of Pentacles. It is in the reversal. Like I said, this month is slow and steady. I would not be looking for a bunch of new opportunities or new chances. I wouldn't be looking for any sort of new job or a new business to start or anything like that. I would just be allowing yourself to be present in this moment, planting those small seeds along the way. But again, we're not looking for like a fast growing opportunity or a fast chance or a fast seed, right? The Ace of Pentacles in the upright can feel like it's fast, right? The universe is bringing in a seed, we plant it, and it starts growing, and it brings success and growth and stability and all this stuff. But this feels very much like trusting the slow and steady, winning the race this month. So we're not really looking for any sort of big breakthrough. We're looking for those small moments to plant those seeds of happiness, of intention, of manifestation, and trusting that the process is going to grow over time. And until then, you're being called to focus in on things that make you happy, things that make you feel grounded, allowing yourself to connect with that sort of authentic inner version of you, and allowing that version to express itself in new creative ways, and getting excited for what's to come in the next summer season, because we will be going from spring to summer in this month of June. So allow yourself, again, to be slow and steady and just focus in on your happiness, your playfulness, and just being the main character of your romantic comedy this month of June. Great messages for you, Leo. If you are still watching this, thank you for being here. And if you have not liked this video yet, consider liking the video. Consider subscribing to the channel. We keep getting new members in our Ohana every single day. Join us. We love making new friends. Again, if you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can always find me at themagicsiren.com. We're also over on Patreon. All that information is down below. And check out our weekly podcast, The Siren Circle. We have so much fun every Sunday, so come join the circle, hang out, listen, have a good time. But until then, I'm going to let you get back to your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful month of June, and I will see you again next week. Aloha.